What's good, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to Cowboys Official News. And today, we're diving into some straight-up nonsense that's got me heated. PFF, yeah, that so-called analytics company, dropped their latest quarterback and wide receiver rankings, and let me tell you, they're straight trash. They've got our guy Dak Prescott ranked as the 17th best QB in the NFL. 17th. Are you kidding me? And don't even get me started on how they're sleeping on the Cowboys' weapons like CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. Buckle up, because we're about to break this down and call out the nonsense. Let's get into it. Segment 1. PFF's ridiculous QB rankings. Alright, let's talk about this PFF mess. They've got Dak Prescott in their Tier 3B category, labeled as a solid starter who needs help. Bruh, what? Dak Prescott, an MVP runner-up, an All-Pro, a guy with more Pro Bowls than most of the QBs ranked above him, is somehow 17th? They've got names like Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Geno Smith, and Brock Purdy ranked higher. Let's be real. Have any of those guys been top 2 in MVP voting? Have they led number 1 offenses like Dak has? Nah, didn't think so. Here's the deal. Dak's career stats are elite. He's got a better QB rating than all these guys. His touchdown-to-interception ratio? Better than everyone except Justin Herbert. Completion percentage? Dak's on top. And don't come at me with that dink and dunk nonsense. Dak's averaging 7.6 yards per attempt, higher than most of these dudes. Oh, and he's responsible for 260 yards per game across his career. Geno Smith, 105 touchdowns and 72 picks. Dak, 213 touchdowns and just 82 picks. That's over 100 more TDs and fewer interceptions. PFF, what are y'all looking at? Braille. This ain't just about one bad take. PFF's whole process is suspect. They're out here hiring people who've never touched a football field, never played the game, and probably never even watched a full Cowboys game. These are the same folks sitting in their mom's basement or some random office in who knows where, acting like they're experts. PFF, you're embarrassing yourselves, and it's hurting your brand. Y'all need peer review, accountability, something, because this is just lazy and biased. Segment 2. The Cowboys' firepower. Now, let's switch gears and talk about something that actually gets me hyped, our Cowboys squad. Y'all heard what the coaches are saying about CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. CeeDee said it best, "We don't do A's and B's, we're number 1." And when you look at the stats, CeeDee and George together, they're probably the most productive receiver duo in the league over the last 2 years. That's the kind of juice we're bringing to Dallas. I love hearing about George Pickens' growth. The coaches are raving about his intentionality in meetings, taking notes, staying dialed in. This dude's maturing, and when you turn on the tape, it's like he's running a 4.3 out there. That's why we moved fast to get him after the draft. The board didn't fall our way for a receiver early, but we didn't reach. We waited, did our homework, and pulled the trigger on George. That's how you build a squad, not by chasing PFF's garbage rankings. And let's not forget the vibes in the locker room. CeeDee and George are out here having free-throw shooting contests, talking smack, building chemistry. CeeDee might have beat him twice, but George got the last laugh. That's the kind of energy we love in Dallas. Players who compete, grow, and bring that dog mentality. Segment 3. Why we're done with PFF. Listen up, Cowboys Nation. This is bigger than just one bad ranking. PFF's out here influencing fans, media, even the NFL with their Sunday and Monday night football graphics, but they're dropping the ball. They're giving platforms to people who don't know the game, who don't respect the grind, and who clearly don't watch the tape. You can't rank a guy like Dak 17th when his body of work screams top 7 at worst. You can't ignore his leadership, his clutch plays, or the fact that he's had to carry more responsibility than most QBs without a guy like Zeke in his prime. So here's the plan. We're done with PFF. No more sharing their posts, no more quote-tweeting their nonsense, no more giving them clicks. They want attention. Let's starve them of it. Boycott PFF, Cowboys Nation. Let's force them to step up their game or get out of the business of ranking players they don't understand. You, the fans, probably know more about football than half their so-called analysts. Let's take back the narrative. Call to action. Alright, Cowboys Nation, I need to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Do you agree that PFF's rankings are trash? Where do you rank Dak among NFL quarterbacks? And how hyped are you for CD and George tearing it up this season? Smash that like button if you're with me on this boycott. Subscribe to Cowboys Official News for more real talk, and hit that bell so you don't miss a single video. Let's keep the conversation going. Call me, text me, page me, whatever, I'm here for y'all. How about them Cowboys?